Now, once they bought it, who did the screenplay?
I did.
You did the screenplay.
Yeah.
And the name was changed from Beer and Blood to Public Enemy.
Right.
Okay. Why the
At
name?
my suggestion.
Why? What was the reason?
Well, it was in the headlines that I take no particular credit for the title. It was a phrase that was applied to public enemies.
Big gangsters.
Big gangsters.
Yes. Okay.
At the time.
Yes. Now, the Tom Powers role, he's your main character.
Right.
Was that based on someone you knew in Chicago?
Frankie Lake.
Frankie Lake.
Yeah. Terry Drugan and Frank Lake were our models for the book.
For Tom Powers and his buddy.
Yes, Matt Doyle.
Yes, Matt Doyle. Now, how does Jimmy Cagney? Wasn't he given the supporting role first?
That's right.
Right.
And I was instrumental in getting the director to pitch for Cagney for the lead, which made him into a hero.
Why did you want Cagney to play the lead?
Perfect. He was perfect.
He really personified the tough, cocky gangster, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Whereas your other guy, what was his name?
Eddie Woods.
Eddie Woods wasn't as tough as the Cagney.
No, he was just, as a matter of fact, he was cast as Tom Powers because of his role as a stool pigeon. And both Glassman and I protested, but we had no authority with Zanuck. We were nobody.
Right.
And so we operated. It was my first adventure in studio politics. We got Zanuck interested in making the switch, and then he took credit for it for himself, naturally. Yeah. And Wellman, the director, took credit for himself, and actually it was me. And Glassman.
Yes. Now, did the original story have a much broader canvas than the film itself?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
It was panned on that basis by the Hollywood Reporter.
It was?
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, the Cagney's co-star, is he still living? Is it Eddie Woods?
So far as I know, yes. He's in the real estate business in Florida.
That's what I heard too, yes.
Yeah.
And he never really became a big star because of the picture, did he?
No.
You never saw him again in too many films.
I saw him. I was a personal friend of his. He was a nice guy.
Have you spoken to him recently, Mr. Wright?
No, not in several years.
Yeah, but where in Florida do you think he is?
I have no idea.
Okay, all right.
Miami, I suppose.
Yes. Now, what did you think of the movie after it was finished? It was based on your book. What did you think?
Well, I was disappointed.
Why? Well, what didn't you... As you know, it's considered a classic today.
Yes.
What about it disappointed you?
Oh, casting of Eddie Woods, amongst others.
Yes. If you recall, you even had Jean Harlow in there.
Yes.
A small role.
Yes.
Yeah.
She played it's a pretty good role.
Pretty good role, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the grapefruit scene. Whose idea was that?
Everybody took credit for it, but it was in the book.
It was in the book.
Yes, and so Glassman and I should get credit for that.
Yes, you should.
Yes.
Now, where did the idea come from? This is a strange thing. A man squeezes a grapefruit in a woman's face. Where did it come from?
A guy by the name of Jaime Weiss did it
To a girl.
to a girl.
And Jaime Weiss was a gangster.
Yes.
How would you find out about it? Was it in the papers or you heard about it?
Glassman knew Jaime Weiss, who bragged about the incident.
And from that, the two of you wrote put it in. And of course, everybody took credit for it, didn't they?
Yes. It's familiar enough in Hollywood.
Yes, it is. There's a famous scene at the end where Cagney comes to the door and he falls down to the ground.
Yes.
Is that in your book?
Yes. That was the end of the Cagney character.
Right. And was your ending in the book different than the ending in the picture?
No.
Same?
Same.
Same.
Mhm.
Okay. And where did you come up with the idea of Cagney being all in bandages and they leave him at the door and he crashes to the ground?
That was in the book.
Also in the book.
Yeah.
And did this picture come out before Edward G. Robinson's picture? He did a one called
Little Caesar.
Little Caesar. Was this before or after?
Coincidental. Coincidence.
Because really your picture, Public Enemy, and Little Caesar are the first two real gangster pictures
Yes.
of the sound era.
Mhm.
True? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.